a good angle. Oh, it's okay. Oh my goodness. Hello everyone. Pippin, say hello. That is a brave girl. She didn't run when things fell. Dang it. Do you want to come closer? Hi. Oh my gosh. I posted on their Instagram and TikTok and everything a little video too about them lying down together. It was such a struggle not to yell when it happened, to like not freak out, but I was like, oh, it's flopping time? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. I wish I could smoosh your face. Oh, were you attacking? Oh, we're bunny kicking. Do I have any kind of like ribbon toy or anything here? Hi, sorry. Oh, oh. How about... I got this for me because I'm an adult. It's a cat toy, but it's Eeyore and a rain cloud. But I'll let you play with it. It's so cute. I did. Yeah, look at how cute this toy is. Hold on. There's Eeyore and a rain cloud over him. No, we're done with that. Yeah, I don't have a ribbon toy for you. I do have this. If I can get it. Whoa. I mean, I can pet you too, but I think, did you want this? Hi, Kenya. Kenya, did you see their Instagram/TikTok last night? Hang on, there's already fur on this. Oh my god, you're gonna scream.
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh, ugh.
How is this here again?
I don't know. But Georgina, thank you so much for 62 months. Let me know what color paper star you would like. Who unfollowed me? Hey, fix that
I'm an arts
number.
and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh, ugh.
Megano 2 hype, Megano 2 ready, Megano 2 hype, Megano 2 ready.
Scruffy, thank you for the 26 months. Let me know what color paper star you would like.
I think it needs more glitter.
It does need more glitter. Kit Kat, thank you for the 200 bits. We do have stars to make from Friday. Oh my gosh, you're ferocious. Oh, time to scratch that? Yeah. Hang on, camera's gonna flip, sorry. Oh no, Pippin! Pippin! Oh, Artemis just showed up. So she had to chase Artemis. Pippin! Oh, you're gonna go do, okay. Fair enough. Sister showed up. So it's time to run up and down the hall. If I do this, does that mean I can swivelly it more? I don't know. Okay. We are in a hype train. Thank you all very much. I'll make some paper stars for these ones, and then I'll make the ones for the stream from Friday. Light orange. So red is for Georgina. And light orange is for Scruffy. I don't know. She did tap back, but did you see her? Did you see them lie down together? Because I was freaking the hell out over that. Hey, Mia. They laid down together for a little while. I'm so excited. And just like the way that both of them were like, I'm not looking at you. I'm not looking at you. I'm not looking at you. We have about a minute left. Oh, y'all, there's new Hype Train emotes, but we have to at least complete level 1 to get any. But they're new and they're animated and they're fun. So if you tier 100 bits or sub or gift a sub, you can unlock a new emote. But we have to at least complete level 1 and we're real close. So
I found my people.
there's the 5K for again. I told you it's gonna go up and down just a tiny bit. As either like we had that troll who came in the other day who followed and then left. Okay. But welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow, getting us to 5,000. That's exciting as heck. Boop, boop. Welcome in. How are you? Are you a crafter? And if so, what kinds of crafts do you do? Oh gosh, guys, less than 25 seconds. The worst part is that if I gift a sub, it doesn't count. I don't think. Or I would just like gift a sub to my own community. for goals and things like that. Ooh, I think we're gonna miss it. Wah, 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 wah. Hi. Suddenly, Artemis. Did we get it? I mean, the follower goal was met again. Did someone unfollow and refollow? Oh no, did we miss the train? Heck. Tigers, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. Okay, those are the two. Is this working now? Fabulous. Hello. Artie was like, I guess. And Pippin is like, is this really happening? Yeah. And meanwhile, the whole time I'm sitting there like, don't yell. Don't yell, don't yell, don't yell. Don't scream. Don't yell, don't freak out. Just like... Because inside, I'm like... I'm so excited. Doing well, you do crafts, mostly paper crafting. Ooh, and making greeting cards. That's so fun. Well, thank you all so much for the bits and the subs and for trying to get us to that next level on the hype train. It's fine. It's no big deal. We're going to make some paper stars from Monday's stream that I missed. Because I was not here sitting at my desk. Yeah. Oh, that was me. Let me see. Hang on. So, like, there was voiceover on all of this, but let's see.
Is that your sweet sister? Come on.
And I was like, you can come up.
There you go. Very sweet girls.
And I was like, that's good job, babies.
Look at my sweet girls. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the kisses. I love you. Look,
And then,
big floofy tail.
and then I was like, oh, okay.
She got a big floofy tail. Good girls.
And I'm like, great job. And then I was using a pen and I was writing, and Pippin was like, what's that? Because I clicked it. And so she came running over, and look at Artie. Artie is like, huh. Like, look at how awkward she looks. Hi, Ray of Sunshine. How are you? Like, look at her. And I'm like, so at this point, again, like, I'm not speaking.
Relax.
And I'm like, you're okay. I'm like, you can relax.
Those are good girls.
And then I was like, you can relax. And then she laid down. And then there was a lot of picture taking happening. Wait, where's the other video? Oh, I swiped past it. Hi, Eddie. Welcome in. So for new friends or people who haven't been here in a while, Artemis here, this one, she has been ours for like 3 years. She was a stray who was injured. I'm not speaking at this point. I'm like holding my breath. And this is Pippin. Pippin moved in September. Both of them came in because they were injured. Their feet had boo-boos. And Pippin and Artie get along. They've always liked each other, but like Pippin desperately wants to play with Artemis and wants this. And Artemis is like, she has been just a little bit nervous because her experience with other cats outside has not been good. It's not been like a pleasant, you know, cats were mean to her. And so I understand her caution. But they typically they'll like lie near each other now. Like they'll lie on the couch next to each other, but not touching. So the fact that the other day they like laid down like together was a big deal. And also, if you missed it, there is an Instagram and a TikTok account and you can follow my cats. But they also played for the first time. Where Pippin kind of and Artie reciprocated instead of just running away. So it's been a big week here. It's been very exciting. Hi. What are you doing? You're so cute. I can't stand it. Let me clean your eye crusties. A lot eye crust. When your leg touches the leg of the person next to you and it's physically hurting you sensory wise, but you're trying not to be rude. Oh God. I love it. Hi. Or very sweet girl. So, yeah, that was very exciting, to say the least. Oh, goodness, I love you. Oh, so I had my... We're just going to chat a little bit while Artie's here, because we're going to get... Oh, wait, I have stars to make. Let me make stars while we're just waiting for Artie to enjoy her table time, because she'll end up moving at some point. So let me do that. James wants a pink star. So I talked with my psychiatrist today and brought up, you know, what we were thinking about possibly starting, like if she thought starting ADHD meds would be good, if that could be a possible help to my anxiety. Because, you know, those of you who have ADHD know that it's not just like, oh, I'm so scatterbrained. Like, it's racing thoughts and intrusive thoughts sometimes, and it's just a lot. And so a lot of times I'll get anxious, and then the ADHD kind of kicks in and is like, wow, that's a really great topic, anxiety. Why don't we think about it for a while? What if also, besides this thing that you're anxious about, what if this also happens? And you're like, oh my God, what if? And it just becomes a whole thing, right? So my doctor agreed and was like, no, I think it would be worth, like, trying it, seeing if you feel better. And I'm like, okay, cool. And she was asking me, like, what I've taken before, and I was like, honestly, I got the forms so that I can send a release to my previous doctor and get all my stuff sent to her. There's James's star from Friday. By the way, if you're wondering what these stars are for, we have this beautiful star jar. Anytime that you subscribe or gift a sub, you get a star, and anytime that we get a raid, we get a gold star. So there's a whole bunch of really pretty stars in here. But on Friday, I was crafting not at my desk, so I have some that I have to, like, make up for. So, anywho, that's what we're doing while we're just jabbering a little bit. So she was like, I think that would be good. You know, what have you tried? And I'm like, the only one that I know I've taken is Wellbutrin. And I know that Wellbutrin is technically not ADHD medication. It's depression, but it also works well with ADHD. And I was like, I was diagnosed with both in high school, and I was struggling with both. And so my doctor gave me that, and it helped, but it didn't really help with the ADHD as much as it helped with the depression, which again is what it was meant for. Okay. Let me, hang on. You just reminded me I forgot to take mine. New Psych thinks a lot of my anxiety, depression symptoms have actually just been untreated ADHD. Well, and so that was the other thing that I was, like, talking about with my doctor. Because she agrees that a lot of the things that I've also talked about do sound a lot like undiagnosed autism as well. Because I do struggle with a lot of the things that people that have autism struggle with. And at the time I was growing up, girls didn't have... Oh, thank you. I like my cursive. Girls didn't have autism because it was primarily a thing that was in boys, and in order for a girl to be diagnosed, they had to have the same sort of autism as boys. And female, please know that obviously gender is a spectrum. I'm saying people born with female parts versus people born with male present differently with autism. And so since I could communicate and I knew that I needed to make eye contact with doctors and that I knew what was expected, so I did it. They never tested me for autism. And at this point now, it's too expensive. It's a couple of grand, and that's with insurance. So, it just doesn't make sense. I'm peer reviewed. My doctor and my therapist also think so. So in my case, in my mind, that's enough. I don't need the actual diagnosis until it becomes less money or whatever. Caused by, yeah. So that's kind of what I'm hoping is that with treating, yeah, AFAB, sorry, my brain, I don't know why I'm really scattered. I think it's anxiety. If you notice, I'm talking really quickly. Okay? I'm stumbling over my words because my brain is working quicker than my mouth can put the words together and get everything out, which is why I'm like it becomes word soup. Because I just picked up new medication to try for ADHD. And as soon as I looked at the bag, my stomach dropped. And I ran to Discord in the car with my husband on the way home, and I went, cover little ears. I went, fuck. And he's like, what? And I said, I think this is the medication that Tigress warned me about. And I find our DMs. So I have these forms I'm going to fill out. I'm going to send to my doctor to get the release of previous medications. I also talked with my brother because my dad also has ADHD, but my brother was also diagnosed with it and he took ADHD medication. So I asked my brother what kind of ADHD meds he took because I know different people, but you know, we have similar genes, so maybe, you know, something to be said for that. And I'm going to send all that information to my doctor as well as ask her about that side effect and, you know, bring up the fact that I have PCOS and, do you think that it's safe / better to try something else? So yeah. I didn't even think about it when I was on the phone with her because I was also really painfully aware that I was like not making eye contact with her over like the video, and I'm like, because I was just nervous. So yeah, I'm anxious, and this is part of how you can tell like I'm saying all the stumbling and trying to have my words keep up with how quickly my brain is going. So yeah, here's 2 raid stars. I have 1 more from yesterday or Friday. Your dad being ADHD tracks so much. Doesn't it though? Oh, and one last thing in Megan health news. I guess that I'm over the flu. And you might be like, how do you know that? Because guess what's coming back? Ding, ding, ding. Yes, ma'am. So right now it's been in like one area. It hasn't been super bad. I am trying to be hyper aware of how I'm sitting, how my like whether I'm rubbing on like if my body is repeatedly rubbing against something. I'm like, but my skin is really sensitive again, and I'm like, I can't. So yeah, like my anxiety is just up right now, which isn't good. And Patch has his thing tomorrow, so I am just like all over the place today. So I apologize for the very intense neurospicy stream that you're about to have. Because it's gonna be real. It's gonna be one. Oh, so I was going to go, I just saw the notification about the cocoa tree. The tree is flowering even more, and I was going to go over and take pictures after James and I ran out, picked up my new meds, dropped off the dress return, a couple of things before stream. And I just threw flip-flops on because I didn't want to put socks on. Because again, trying to avoid irritation. And of course my flip-flops irritated my feet. Fine, whatever. And I was going to walk over to the tree, sitting in the grass, and all of a sudden I smelt a smell and I went, no. I actually can't go and take a picture of the tree because I learned something last night. All the stars are made from Friday's stream, by the way. Would you all like to learn what I learned? Just, oh no. I hate that for you, Petrichor. I got a couple of mini cafe ones here that I figured we could work on today. Well, I'm going to tell you what I learned, even if no one wants to know. Did you know that skunks, when they're fighting, chirp like birds? Cause I didn't. Yeah. 2 in the morning. I discovered that. Cause all our windows were open. And James and I both are like, what the hell? Like we play like relaxing music over our Google speaker in our bedroom, and we're like, is this on the speaker? Like, what is this? And then all of a sudden Patch jumps up and he starts like, I've heard squirrel noises before. And again, it sounded like chirps. And so I'm thinking, oh crap, like did Abrams attack like a bird? Is there a bird that's injured? Did a nest fall out of a tree and like the babies are yelling? Like, what is it? And James, oh, is that why you wouldn't go outside? Because I was like, go look. And he's like, no. And I'm like, okay, well then I'll go look. And he's like, okay, turn off the alarm. Anyway, so I'm out there and I couldn't see anything. I'm looking in the trees. I'm trying not to shine the light in my neighbor's window. And then all of a sudden, I'm like listening and I hear it more distinctly, like as I walked further from the house, and I turn my flashlight and there are two skunks. And at first I'm like, are you? And I'm like, no, they're fighting. James looked it up. They were fighting. They were not trying to have babies. They were, but here you go. So that's what skunks sound like. And this video is like not very long. Let's see, 10 seconds long. Because as soon as I realized what they were, I'm like, I'm going inside now. The last thing I need is two angry skunks hauling ass at me. No. And so I told James, like, he actually was looking through the bedroom window where my flashlight was shining. And so he was like, hey, knock it off, you two. And I got back into the bedroom. I'm like, start closing windows. I'm like, they haven't sprayed yet, but I'm worried that they're gonna. And as he's closing windows, like he closed the bedroom windows first, and he's walking around the house closing the others, and he comes back inside, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, the smell was so bad. And like I said, I was going to go take a picture of the tree out in the front yard. The front yard still smells like skunk. That's how bad two skunks wrestling and fighting each other smell. So I was like, nope. Sorry, you're not getting a picture today. But yeah, it was wild. I don't know how... Oh. So yeah, here's the view from our security camera. You can hear them there, too. And Patch barking. But I was amazed that when Patch started barking, because our bedroom window faces right here. Like, this is the side of our house, and the bedroom window's right there. And that they didn't run away when Patch is, like, barking. I'm like, they were big mad. Like, this is our neighbor's trailer. And they, like, they literally are just like... Hold on. Like, the sound was so loud. And I was like, what? So, yeah, I know. I was like, I don't know what got them so angry. Like, evidently, James is saying that, like, because he looked it up. And I guess that, some of it could be, like, territory things. Because I asked, I'm like, do they, like, live together or do they not? And he was like, no, it looks like they don't, like, hate live, like, they're not antisocial where they're like, no, stay away, but he's like, you know, it could be that they were, like, fighting over, like, a nest or, like, a den area or something like that, but I was like, they just, like, rolled around, like, so I opened up some of these, but I haven't, like, opened them all the way. So I figured we could do some of these minis. Money on a female skunk with both males or both females. Yeah. Over a mate. It could be like, you know, protecting a den. I don't know. But I was like... I'm so glad, though, that we closed the windows when we did. Because, oh, God, was it going to be... It would have been unbearable. Sorry, my brother... I asked my brother what ADHD meds he took. Since now I'm really scared of the ones that we just picked up. And he was saying he took Concerta, which is a stimulant. I think that I need the kind that's not a stimulant. I don't think that I would do well. I don't know. 'Cause my thing is, like, if I take, or if I drink soda late at night, or anything with, like, caffeine in it, I bounce off the walls. Yeah, feel free, Kenya. So I feel like a stimulant would be probably not a good idea. Just because I feel like it would make me more jittery. Like, some people need a stimulant for their ADHD and some people need not a stimulant. So this is the pain au chocolat. Look at this. Least likely to cause that sweaty, hopped up feeling. Okay, that's good to know. It would be a morning med, yeah. No, the one that they gave me is the one that Tigress warned me about. Evidently, this will surprise no one here. Guess who the medicine was tested on? Why, yes! It was tested on men. And guess what they found out? They found out that it can cause an increase in bleeding and a decrease in ability to clot properly. So guess what can happen when women take it? Not all the time. This is not every person has this side effects. But it can make your cycle just go on forever. No. On Strattera. Which is what they gave. They gave me the generic. Well, no, not forever. But like a couple of weeks. I don't want to, like, you know, Tigress messaged me privately about it, so I don't want to, like, share, but it can go on for a while. Might as well be forever, yeah. Yeah, so I'm just going to, I have to message my doctor anyway about, like, you know, here's like my old doctor, their info for the, like the waiver. Also, hey, what do you think about this? Oh my God, we lost another. So the alert's gonna play the next follower we get again. And Kenya, you haven't had, like, issues with it? You were on it for less than a year because your sense of hunger was just gone. Yeah, part of me wonders how that would work, because some of the medication that I take for my anxiety causes an increase in hunger. So I almost wonder if they would just, like, cancel each other out. Because to be quite honest, there's a part of me that wouldn't be, I don't want to feel, like, ill, like, when I think about eating, but there's a part of me that wouldn't necessarily mind a little less of the I could just eat all the time sort of feeling. Because again, my other anxiety, like some of my anxiety medication causes an increase in hunger. So it's like, would they cancel? Like, and this is the great thing about my doctor. She put me on the lowest dose. And we had been seeing each other once every 3 months. But because this is a new medication, she's like, I want to see you in 4 weeks. And I want to go over it. So, yeah. Only the second week on it, I'm on the lowest dose. Okay. But okay, here's the other question. Have you noticed an improvement, Kenya? Like, it's good that you haven't noticed any issues, but have you noticed an improvement in the ADHD? Or the anxiety, since we were talking about how it all kind of compounds into one. And also, it's a friendly reminder that while we talk about these things, because they're important to talk about, none of us here are doctors. Please don't take medical advice from anyone here. And please know that everyone and everybody reacts to these things differently. So what works for one person may have a terrible side effect for another. Please, please, please never stop taking your medication without talking to your doctor first. Thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk. I need to grab my charger for my phone real quick because my phone camera is here. So give me one quick second to grab that. Whoops. Okay. Woo, I caught it. Anything discussed is something you can bring up and discuss with your doctor. Yeah, not medical advice. Please consult a medical professional. I am not a doctor. I am a doctor, but not that kind. You think on a higher dose, which you usually need, it'll be good for you? Or the recommended dose on one of my meds, and it's still the right dose for me. Yeah. I was supposed to be taking propranolol, which Kit Kat takes, and it works wonderfully for her. It did not work for me. It was not the right medicine for me, and I was taking a much smaller dose than what they wanted, and my body rejected it so badly. Like, so propranolol is a, it does a lot of different things, But one of the things is it's a beta blocker, which means it's supposed to control and slow your heart rate, and it ramped mine up instead. It made mine go through the roof. I was sweating through my clothes at night in bed, like when I would sleep. It was like, I literally had like data where you could see like, my heart rate was just like 150 doing nothing. It was wild. And they were like, that's not normally like a thing that happens. And I'm like, well, here we are. So what are we going to do about it now that we're dealing with it? Like, that's great that it doesn't normally happen. Yeah, just because you have a side effect doesn't mean that I will. Yeah. Took you so long to put 2 and 2 together. And I think that that's like why sharing is so important. Just because a lot of times we don't think like, oh yeah, that's the cause or that's the issue. And so I appreciate you sharing that with me. And if my doctor is like, no, I still think that this is the right one for you, like, let's give it a shot, but like, let's keep that in mind too. I have such a tickle. Then you keep that in the back of your mind, like, oh, if I have like a really bad period or I have like any of that stuff going on, I don't have to wonder why. I can just like, yeah. A quarter of the recommended dose. Let me grab a cough drop. Where's my cough drops? I think that's what fell before. Sorry. My as needed anxiety medication is my best friend. It is truly life-saving. That's not normal. Does that matter? Yeah. A Ritalin variant, don't remember which one. Lowered your heart rate. Yeah. Which is also not the usual reaction. Yes. Hi, Saren. How are you? How was your stream? I'm so sorry I missed it. I had a doctor's appointment today, and then we went and got my medicine, and it was just one of those days. But how are you? What were you up to today? Yeah. Any medication can affect any one person differently, or not at all. You know? Hi, Raccoon. How are you? Let's get your raid star. What were you up to? Just bead planning for the new palettes. Ooh, looking at the pretties. Looking at the sparkles. Saren, did you... I know you freaked out because you sent me a DM. Can you believe the girls? I could not believe that... Oh, I was like trying not to scream. You're not allergic to allergy meds. Hey, that's good. Why? Uh-oh. There's a story there, Elf. Plan out 5 dragons, fairy, elves, cherry blossom. Ooh, the Zach special. I love that. Dark blue rose, light blue rose, just a gray one to go. Nice. Elf's cherry blossom does sound pretty. Hey, James, could you do me a favor? Oh my gosh. Okay, Saren, I know that you lived out in like the country, or you did. Have you ever heard the sound that a skunk makes? This goes for any of the raiders. James, could you take a picture from your window of the cherry blossom tree? Like, can you zoom in so that like you can see the pretty petals that are on it? Thank you. You have a better view from your window than I do from mine. You have. I did not know what skunk fighting sounds like. And I discovered at 2 in the morning last night what it sounds like. And thank God I discovered when I did, and I told James to start closing windows, because then we discovered what 2 skunks fighting each other smell like. There's a reason that I didn't go take a picture of the tree outside in the front yard. Because the front yard still stinks of skunk, and I don't want it to be on my feet. When ferrets are angry, they sound almost the same but higher pitched. Interesting. They probably fight similar too. Ferrets also seem to have no bones. Look at Cocoa Tree go! Look at the blooms! Look at them all! My baby Cocoa Tree's doing so good. It was the food, yeah. It was her food, it helped. I know! Like, what I'm really excited about is just, like, how many leaves, too, that there are. Like, this is a healthy tree. Also, I sent this to James. Am I the good boy, really? I mean this in the most sincere, heart-filled with love way. This dog looks like a worm on a string. Sorry. This is what, because we have the same kind of cherry blossom tree in our backyard, doesn't it? Doesn't it? And I love how they're like in the most heart filled with love way. Because no, it totally does. Like, it's such a cute dog. And then I read that and I was like, oh my God. We have the Kwanzaa cherry blossom tree in our backyard. I showed you, it's like shoved against the fence. It's in a really weird position. It's leaning. It's a whole thing. That tree right now is in full bloom. So the fact that this one from the nursery is, you know, coming right along behind it, I'm like, that's fabulous. That to me is a healthy tree. Yeah, look at this. This is what we just planted. That's it. But look at where they planted this. Look at, that's the fence. Like, so dumb. Yeah, and there's one of the cocoa blossoms. The cocoa tree, this one is in the front yard. We had a tree in the front that died, and we had to take it down. Like, the bark was just falling off the tree. And so this one is going on that side of the yard. Yeah, it's in the front. It looks really pretty. Planted trees right against the fence. Yeah. Well, that's like, they also planted an oak tree right next to the driveway. For anyone who doesn't know, oak roots are so strong and they will destroy your driveway. Like, we planted, instead, it was a very small, very young oak tree. We took it down. And we planted a crepe myrtle in that spot instead. Because crepe myrtle roots come into, like, they hit something and they're like, oops, my bad. And they go a different way. They're non-confrontational. They don't want to start problems. So, like, you need to know. You need to know where stuff is going. You need to research your plants. Just like you need to research your pets before you adopt a pet. Like, know what you're getting into. Trees know to grow away from fences. Everyone knows that. Oh my God. Okay. So we're doing minis today. But can I just tell you all, because I know that none of you will think I'm silly and that none of you will judge me for this. I have a really big sad. And I think that it's a little silly, but I also know that it's not. And I'm like, I don't know how to process. But I looked at James when we went on our little walk last night, and we could see all of the Japanese maple trees that all have, like, you know, their red leaves right now. It's very iconic, blah, blah. And I was like, you know, our Japanese maple tree doesn't look like that. It, in fact, actually looks really bad right now. And we went out there, and I'm pretty sure we're going to have to take it down. Like, I'm pretty sure that it's dead / dying. And that's the tree that Maple got his namesake from. Because he used to wait for me under that tree every morning. And it, like, yeah. So I'm like, because look at, like, there's some red leaves, but the parts where there aren't, I was able to, like, I bent a branch and it just snapped instead of bending. So, like, there's some red, but, like, there's a lot of dead. Like, let me show you. Hold on. Here's our neighbor's Japanese maple tree right now. Which is what it's meant to be looking like. And then ours looks like this. So we are planning on, I'm going to snooze the ads real quick. I'm going to plan on trimming back as much of what is dead as we can and see what happens. There is a bunch of tree stump stuff down here from when we had the big oak tree taken down because James asked them to leave a branch because he was going to cut it up into firewood. That never happened. And unfortunately those stumps are termite filled. And so I don't know if termites have gotten to the roots of the maple tree. Trim it in the winter. Even like the parts that are dead. Well, so here's the thing. Our next door neighbor has someone coming out to trim some of their trees in like the coming up. So we're going to ask them to take those stumps because we're not going to cut them up. Because James didn't realize how big they were and it's not something that we can do without renting equipment. So we're going to ask if like, listen, we'll give you like $20. Could you take those and grind it in like the thing, take it away, use it for wood shavings. And then when they're there, we're going to be, I'm sure that they'll say yes. But that's when we'll be like, hey, can you give us like an estimate? Because normally companies will come out and give you like a free estimate about like tree trimming and just be like, hey, what do you think about this tree? Like, does it look sick? Do we need to do anything or what do you think? So until then, we'll probably just like fertilize it. So you could plant a tree. That's so cool, Potato. What a cool idea. To a green core. Yeah. I have no idea if there's any bugs. I don't know. And I don't know how to find out without like cutting into stuff. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure. Absolutely, I want to see the cutest Easter pictures. But yeah, right now I'm kind of beating myself up for allowing those tree pieces to sit back there. Because I should have gotten rid of them long ago, or I should have told James if he's not using them, we need to get rid of them. And I know that it's not my fault. But I do be blaming myself. I'm real good at that. Oh, that's right. I have to add my special egg to my buddy thing so that I can hatch it. Let me do that real quick. Well, I mean, I knew that there was like termite issues, so like I should have thought about that, like getting into, and I know that there's no way, like obviously looking back, it's way easier to be like, oh, I should have known. Try a scratch test near where you think it might still be alive. Give professional feedback on a tree. Okay. That quick look, yeah, I know it's not looking good. I know. Like I said, I got real emotional about it last night. I'm like, and so Japanese maples are very famous for spreading seeds everywhere. And it's kind of a problem because they can be very invasive. And like, there's just a lot of seeds. So the good news is that I have a lot of tiny little seedlings all over the place that are like sprouting. So I'm going to see if there are any back there, and I'm going to try and like plant it in like a container and get it to grow. Because worst case, if we have to take it down, like I'll try and grow, like Saren was saying, like a sapling, like something from it. But I'm really distressed. Yeah, it's very easy to judge yourself based on your current knowledge versus your past knowledge. Absolutely. If you could predict the future, you'd be making a lot more money. So true. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I know that I didn't know. I'm sad because that was Maple's tree. Maple killed a squirrel in that tree. Managed to get it shooting again after some trimming and pruning in the winter. Um, yeah, yeah. Yeah, great! Mm-hmm. Trust me, I yelled at him about that because he had just eaten breakfast and then he had gone over and I don't know if that squirrel was saying something, but he was just like, I don't think so. And just like, and I was like, bro, you just ate here. By the way, we lost a follower, so we're once again one away from 5,000. So if you're not following already and you're enjoying the vibes, if you follow right now, the stream will play a fun little tune for you. So yeah. Anyway, ads are about to roll, so I'm not gonna start this. Surprise, surprise, we talked the whole first hour and didn't craft, but that's usual. We'll take a quick stretch, get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry. We're gonna play a round of words on stream, we'll come back, and we'll make this thing that's not really pain au chocolat, even though that's what it says it is. It's really a croissant au chocolat, for sure. They're just croissants. We did craft paper stars. We did make all the raid stars and stuff from Friday. You're right. Okay, stretch break. I'll be right back. Alrighty. That's a good idea. I got real anxious, so it's a good idea to unclench and quench. For everybody, yes. I like sucked up a little ice cube and it startled me. Alright. Let's make this. Really hard to stay relevant. Evidently, you can have AARP any point in time. You don't need to be like over 50 or whatever it is. So, fun fact. I hate it when those hit the back of your throat. Yeah, I don't know if you saw, I literally like squirted water out because I was like, bleh. It's just so distracting, disorienting, I guess. Yeah. Oh, here's our chocolate. Come on. Wow, it's very globby. Sure thing. That's annoying. Yeah, did anyone do anything for Easter or over the weekend? Hi, Smoothie. Anyone can join, yeah. American Association for the for Retired Persons. It's basically like a discount thing. Also, I just realized I never looked at Shiz's picture. Oh. Oh my god, they're so little. Oh, so unfortunately, I wish that they changed this. You have to like type exactly what you wrote, but I can do this instead and delete that for you since you probably don't remember what you said. It's a little annoying. Yeah, no, you're so good. I've learned how to do that because a lot of people are like, wait, I had to remember exactly. You sang as part of the Easter program. Ah, on the piano for their song. That's so fun. I want them all. I love them. I mean, they're all adorable, but those orange babies. You finally finished your crochet throw pillow. Broke down and bought a pillow for it. Heck yes. Honestly, so proud of you. I can't even tell you how many times I finish a project and then there's like a part that I have to do. Like buying the thing and I just never get around to it. Hi, Emily. How are you? So without a single shred of like I'm being very genuine. Way to go. That's fabulous. 2 orange babies were claimed. The gray one, they're all so cute. Like, literally, you can't go wrong. Also, I don't know, Saren, if you're still here, but I took some more pictures on that break. And yeah, it doesn't look good. Like, that whole middle section looks... like, completely dead. And I know that I have the cat. So it's not like like, I'm not... like, it's silly for me to be upset about because, like... the dark gray, or the dry gray bark is definitely a bad sign. I feel like that's just the color. Is it not? Oh. No, I suppose it's not normally gray, huh? Hang on, here's... oh, I didn't even notice that. That's my face. Like, here's another neighbor's. Just ban Megan from saying it. I guess it just... like, of all of the things in my life that are going on right now, of all of the things that I'm worried about, struggling with, a tree seems like a silly thing to worry about. Do you understand? Like, that's really what it is. It just feels like I said, I have the cat that the tree that, you know, I named the cat after the tree. I have the cat. It's not like I don't, and the tree is the only thing I have to remember him or something. No, and I know that we can all be going through it. I guess, like, even just what I'm currently going through, I'm like, girl, you have bigger things to worry about. Do you know what I mean? And... but no, you all are right. I can be... experiencing lots of things all at once. There's not a limit. Thank you all for reminding me that it's okay. I DM'd you already, Saren. It was just such a pretty tree. Like... you're allowed to grieve small things, too. Wow, I don't know why that hit me so hard, but that really did. Oh my god, I'm like almost gonna... Thanks. No, you're right. Sometimes I guess it feels... I think that a lot of times we're told that those sorts of things aren't worth or don't make sense to grieve over. Do you know what I mean? So you're right, though. Like, it doesn't matter how big or how small it is. Like, you can still feel all the feels, and like, hot damn, you're right. The people who, yeah, you're absolutely right. They are wrong. But again, it's so easy to internalize even the things that are wrong that we hear over and over. Like, we talked about this before with, like, you know, fitness and what's healthy and what's not. And, like, we're told it so much that even if we don't actually believe it, it still gets kind of ingrained, even if you don't mean for it to be. Because you hear it. And it's like seeing people who are, you know, like models all the time, airbrushed and perfect. Like one of my favorite things that we've gotten into recently as like a society is the just showing people, like showing women with stretch marks in ads. Showing them with their imperfections, without airbrushing. Like, I love that. I love that because that helps your own brain be like, oh, because we're so ingrained with these like images that we see all the time of like skinny, perfect models, and it's not real. Yeah, like hold on here. So this is a really great. Here's a beautiful picture. Here's my sweet boy Maple. Look at how that tree used to be. This was taken in November. So different time of year, different color for the tree. But isn't it? Now trying to find a lawyer to sue other attendees for posting pictures with her in them without all the filter. Oh my god. That's gross, Elf. That's so gross. People our age were raised? Yes. It's definitely how we were raised. Like, don't cry over spilled milk. Listen, it's my party and I'll cry if I want to. That needs to be, like, it's okay. Like, I feel like it's also something very neurodivergent. Like, how many of us have had our belt loop catch on something? And that's just like the final straw. Like, it actually had nothing to do with the belt loop catching. It's just like that was the last thing, even though it was so small, to go wrong in like a line of stuff that you just like break down and you're like, I can't do this anymore. And someone's like, what? And they're like, my belt, and they're like, okay, and what? And it's like, never mind. We're taught the opposite, yeah. Definitely still miss our tree we had for 20 years. Yeah. Well, and that was something that we were talking with our neighbor about, who is removing like some of the tree. She's like, some of these trees, because these houses were built in the 40s, are hundreds of years old. Like the houses were built and like the trees were left where able, because they didn't want to cut them down if they were able to leave them. I almost cried over ice cream yesterday because I wanted some really bad. Finished the tub like right before oh my gosh, no, that's heartbreaking. I hate when stuff like that happens. Or you think that you have like a certain amount left and you open it up and you're like, thank you for DMing me info. I'll definitely look into it. I appreciate you. Posted it seemed like he legit laughed out loud. Oh my god. With my patients, because they are male and have been told to hide everything. Yes. Talk about how it feels to... Absolutely have to have these filters. Yeah. To even be perceived. Over a year because I couldn't throw it away. It was important to me. No, I've held on to, like, things like that. For sure. Because, like you said, even if it doesn't work, it's still important. It still has memories. It's still whatever. Like, I've done that for sure. One of the things actually that has helped me a lot is the fact that now we live in such a digital age. And so if I'm like struggling with something, but like say I really need to let it go, like it's just something that has to get thrown away, I'll take a picture of it. And that's like fabulous because I can just take a picture and then whenever I'm ready, if I'm ever ready, I can just delete it. And if I'm not ready, then I keep the picture for forever. And that's that. And like there's nothing... Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I was looking for a picture or a specific TikTok video of Maple, like, people asked where he got his name. Look at this one. You can see the tree in it, but like, hold on. He has zoomies. Oh, let me mute this. I guess I can turn the sound on.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, yeah. That's pretty good, though.
Oh, my baby.
Still wasn't too bad.
This is from 2021. This is 4 years ago.
She likes breakfast.
He's come so far.
Fine today. Yeah, Daddy has an interview. So we can't have you in here after barking. I know, but maybe after Daddy's.
Hold on, I'm trying to find. He still does that.
Sorry.
Oh my god, the dust.
Say sorry to Mama.
Let me see. Where did the... Can we not see the tree? Oh.
Where'd you go? Your roll. Yeah. That's very important. Time to go use the bathroom. Did you do a poop soon? No, you might be able to find that on the security camera footage.
Look at that tree. Look at that. There he is down here zooming. So, like, zooming. Like, it was... Son of a gun! It's not looking good. Oh, maybe what we can do, if there's not like bugs in it, maybe we can like take part of the trunk or something and like seal it, make like a seat out of it, or I don't know, maybe there's something we can do with it. Oh no, there it is. Wait, I found it. Hold on. I promise we're actually going to craft today. But here, this is why I'm emotional.
So this is a great question, and it's one that we get a lot. So I thought I'd show some pictures and some videos and explain. When Maple first started showing up in our yard, this was his place to be. He would often sleep in the hydrangea bush in the hot summer days, or lie here, underneath the Japanese maple tree. At this point, I wasn't able to get close enough to him to find out if he was he or a she. So my husband and I started thinking up of gender-neutral names. It just seemed fitting that the tree he would lie under should be his namesake. I started calling him Maple just to see how it sounded, and he seemed to like it, I liked it, my husband liked it, and well, the rest is history. That's how he got his name. And a few other pictures of us sleeping on the log pile, and under the maple tree again. This was basically just his safe space in those early days with us. Of course, as he got more comfortable with us, we were able to figure out, well, he was a boy. Now his sleeping spot is underneath our crepe myrtle, or with the strawberries. So this is a great question, and it's one that we get a lot. So
James.
Megan?
Saren thinks that the maple tree is
Dead. Yeah, I think it's dead too.
well, unfortunately, they think it might be the termites. Which again, you know, hindsight.
Yeah.
We should have thought of that, but so she gave me like there's like a test thing that you can
Okay.
order. Carefully peel away the outer layer of the stem near or above the soil surface. If the inner layer appears withered rather than vibrant green, your plant is likely dead. Okay. No, listen, it's not... It's no one's fault but our own. We shouldn't have left the wood there. We literally left the wood. You can actually see it in this video. Like, the tree limbs have been back there for 4 years, not getting chopped into wood, recycled, or anything else. So that's 4 years of, like, rot and stuff. So, again, it's no one's fault but our own. You live and you learn. It's our first house, you know? It's our first yard. Bug hotels we set up are doing fantastic business. But, you know, we might be able to, like, trim it back if it's not, like, there's ways that we can check, hun.
Yeah.
To, like, see if it, like, how bad, I guess.
Okay.
Because, like, we might be able to just cut back, but evidently Saren was saying it's best to cut it back in the winter when everything, like, the sap and everything dries up.
Sleepy. Yeah.
So what we could do this year is, like, mark what branches. But, like, once everything is, like, full. I mean, although right now everything is kind of... All those maple trees look a lot better.
Yeah.
So we can, like, almost, like, spray paint mark what needs to trim. And again, I want to try and find, like, as many of those little, like... The sapling... The little seedlings that we always have to throw out because they're just invading our garden bed. And, like, see if we can't get any of those to, like... grow.
Take root.
Yeah. Wow. I have feels.
I know. But we have the real thing.
I know.
We have maple at home.
I think it's, like, also just kind of, like, the reminder of his time when he was outside. Of those, like, moments, you know? Before he became ours, if that makes any sense. This was very gooey. Have a tree funeral, plant a new maple, yeah. The maple at home is easier to hug. The maple at home, though, won't care for the birds the way that the maple tree did. The maple tree did a very nice job. There's a lot of, you know... We don't have any nests in there, luckily. But the maple that we have at home would, yeah. No, we'll definitely... I'll do my best to find, like, a bit that we can salvage or, you know, plant. But I guess we're also going to have to see how the ground is back there. Home maple would have bird funerals. It does. It just hits the field. I mean, again, like a lot of the trees, too, that we have in our yard have had to go away. Because they've either gotten sick or whatever. Like the other tree that we took down in our front yard was another Japanese maple. That one was wild. The bark just started falling off that tree one day. It was fine one year, and one year it was just like, no, I'm done. And the bark was just like, I'm out. And we're just like, what? I gotta get a paper towel. I don't have any. I'll be right back. Stupid onions. Oh, wait. Paper towels. I'm like, they were... Paper towels were in the bedroom, which is a weird place for them, but there was a spill the other day, and then they were I couldn't find them, and then I remembered, oh yes, I came into my office this morning to feed Artie and stepped in, like, sometimes Artie drinks too much water, like, without food in her stomach and just kind of, like, you know? And so I stepped in that this morning with my bare feet, and I was like, James, I need you to come in here right now with paper towels for me. I don't know where my tape went. I almost wonder, James, are you listening? James? He doesn't love me. Oh, God, what? Actually, I don't know if I want to know. Oh, no. It's fine. I thought I just texted him instead, which he'll also ignore, because he ignored my text from 20 minutes ago. It's fine. Because we have termites here, like we know we do, because we had, flying termites enter our house. So gross. But we have like what do you call it, with Terminex? Like a plan where they come out. We have like these canisters in the ground that basically have like termite killer in them. And they come out, they check the canisters, they replenish them as needed, and all of that. And I just was wondering, like, I just texted James. I'm like, I wonder if we can, like, ask them, because I know that it's not around the house. Typically, they just put those canisters, like, around the house. But I almost wonder if we could ask them if they could put one back there for us. Because we know that there's, like, a lot of active ones back there. Like, once the stumps are removed. Because obviously it would be pointless to do it now, because... Yeah. Hi, Hammy! Welcome back. It's good to see you. Oh, Diesel, bud. Yeah, we bring Patch tomorrow to the vet, and I was talking to James about this, and he understood. He's like, no, I get that. I'm like, I don't know if I am hoping that they can do it without sedating him, or if I'm hoping that they have to sedate him so that they can then run those other labs, those other tests that we want them to do. Like, I don't know which I'm hoping for. Yeah. Okay, we finished one little recipe. I hope the vet has an idea for Diesel. That's no fun for him. All right, let's see what this one is. Like I said, I opened up the tops, but I didn't open up... Ooh. We got shaved ice. And ube. A little thingy. How to manage his reflux, yeah. Another 4 weeks of the trial. Ooh, look at this cup. Is this the Halo? At first I thought it was the mango chili cup. Or chili mango fruit cup. Oh my god, what is this? Get out of here right now. Can the camera... It's evaporated milk. Look at the can. Stupid. It's so cute. Not the cute aggression coming out in my voice. Oh, it is the Halo. Yeah, look. What is Halo? What is Halo? Popular cold dessert in the Philippines made with crushed ice, evaporated milk or coconut milk, and various ingredients. Hold on. Such as ube jam, sweetened kidney beans or garbanzo beans, coconut strips, sago, boiled taro, soft yams, flan, slices or portions of fruit preserves, and other root crop preserves. Huh. Well, yeah, I guess I was wondering what, like, all these little color pieces were meant to, like, represent, if that makes sense. Like, all the different... I love these. Look at this. Hang on. Look at the ice cream. It's so cute! Okay, hold on. Let's take a picture for the gram. I didn't take a picture of the first one, but that's okay. We'll be alright. This is a Korean version. Ooh. Hey, James. I'm hey Jamesing a lot today. We need to, like, make that a command. Poor guy. There we go. That's a good angle. It's almost 5 o'clock. A command with this. It just says, "Hey James," and it's a keyboard smashing Artie. Yeah, we have to treat Patch's appointment tomorrow as if he is going to be sedated. So we have to stop feeding him at 5 o'clock tonight. And no water after midnight. He's gonna be so sad. I started a little late because I was having Stream Deck issues. It wasn't connected, so like I couldn't switch in between, in between like my screens. And then I snoozed the ads because we were in the middle of an important conversation I didn't want to stop, so it's my bad. He's gonna be, his tummy's gonna be angry in the morning. It's gonna be very angry. Okay, so ice cream goes on top. And then it's the shaved ice and the Halo mix. No, girl, you're so good. Listen, I can't keep track of anything. That's why I'm really glad that I realized it was almost 5 o'clock, because he's got to eat. So, like, keeping track of things, not necessarily the strong suit. You're so good. And you're, like, working, like, shh. Don't even. Or I'll pow ya. Pow, pow. I'll get Artie out. I'll get Artie. You start talking bad about yourself and Artie will tell you what she thinks of that. From busy to busy and bad. Ugh, I'm sorry. Everyone who needs a hug, I'm sending a hug. Everyone who needs a hug and wants a hug. Consent is important. Even in imaginary internet hugs. Also, by the way, if you're watching and you're new here and you haven't followed yet, we're 1 follower away from 5,000. We hit that goal on Friday. And then because of how Twitch works, someone either unfollowed or a bot was removed or something happened. And so now we're back below 5,000, which means the next follower gets a little celebration on the stream, on the screen. I can say words. Oh my god, I hear his puppy dreams. Following Megan doesn't prove. Stop it. No. Don't be nice to me. I'll cry.
What was that?
Someone's being nice to me and I said, don't be nice to me, I'll cry.
We're gonna bully you with kindness.
No. I also want to thank everybody who's been lurking lately. The bots have been mentioning it in my emails that numbers are going up, so I don't look at numbers when I stream because they make me anxious. Surprise! I don't like to know how many people are watching me because when I see like a big number, I'll get really excited and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm doing good. And then like the number goes down and I'm like, everyone hates me. And that's not how it works. But that's how anxious brains work. So yeah, I just don't look until the end. So thank you for hanging out and keeping me company here. Maybe I should... we're supposed to like mix the resin in part way as we go. Brains are... They are very weird. So yeah, I've just learned that not knowing is better. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh! How liquidy are you? Not very. Somewhat. Hang on. We're gonna lie down together, chat. Ignorance is indeed bliss, yeah. You have rice in there, right, babe?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. He's gonna be like, oh my god, it's dinner time? And then later on tonight, when it's actually dinner time, he's gonna be like, it's dinner time again? Right? And then he'll be sad. If I lay down, I'll fall asleep. Sorry. I need a spoon. I have like a whole Make It Mini kit. It's like a little kitchen. It's kind of hard to show on the camera. But I have like a bunch of little like utensils that I haven't used from other kits in here. Because like I'll use one multiple times if I'm able. Do I have spoons that aren't part of... It's first thing in the morning. It's at like 8 a.m. So we'll be bringing him in and seeing if he has to get sedated. Part of me almost wants to just tell them to sedate him and check everything. But then there's another part of me that's like, is ignorance bliss? Ignorance is better for my wallet, but... I don't know. Maybe I'll talk to James tonight. See what he thinks. Because Patch does have a lot of lumps and bumps. And I don't know if he's like, yeah, let's just find out. Because one of the things, if they had to sedate him, we were going to have them also do imaging to see how, like, if any of his lumpy bumpy things are bad on, like, the inside. I know that might not make, like, a whole lot of sense, but he has, like, on the outside a lot of lumps. And so we're like, well, does he have that on the inside going on too? Is any of that adding to why he's having tummy troubles? So, yeah. I don't know. Hatch has hot girl tummy troubles. Mm-hmm. Relatable. Let's add some of these little pieces on the top. And our little, whoops. Okay, balls, you're in the way. I can change the music if y'all would like. I know we talked about like a lot of sad things today too, so. Like trees and what have you. How will the next step if the expressing doesn't do anything? Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Can you all hear him eating? It's just the food bowl rattling around. It does look good, doesn't it? Here, hang on, we'll show it from the top too. You can! Oh, let's close this, because that's resin we can use on another project. I do appreciate when they give you more than what you need. It's always the worst when they don't give you enough. Sorry, he's so noisy. It's like a farmer calling you for dinner. Sounded like, yeah, it's his dog tags hitting the bowl. Oh no, I know that no one said it was a problem. I just thought that that was a funny analogy. The tags are a paid actor. His dog tag is one of the nicest. We got, they're from a company called Hope, Tags for Hope. Cannot recommend them enough. Let me, while this is curing, because there's nothing for you to look at. I love them. First of all, they have like a lifetime guarantee. So if you're, because here's the thing, the like dog tags get messed up. They get messed up over time. It just happens. Here's their website. Okay. So if that happens, if your dog tag gets messed up, you just have to pay the cost of shipping, and they will send you a brand new one without having to pay it again. So what I really love, right, is that we have this one, I think, where you can pick the state, right? I do believe they do. 'Cause, here's the thing, the like dog tags get messed up. They get messed up over time. It just happens. We haven't had that happen. We haven't had them get lost. We have had them get damaged and need to be replaced. So we have the little license. So it, instead of saying California, has our state. It has the big number here is the phone number. And then the name. And then 100 Acre Wood. Oh my God. Then the address. Have date of birth, breed, all of that. You can pick a little thing to put under their picture, but it also has their photo on it, which is neat. And then on the back, what I love is how much room there is for information. Let me see. Did they show a back side? Is this the back? Nope, that's the front. Okay. On the back side, we have a whole host of information. We have his microchip number. We have both of our phone numbers again. We have that he's reactive. We have that he needs a specialized diet. We have that there is a reward if returned. That's a really important tip, by the way. If you didn't know this, if you have room on your pet's tag, put down that there's a reward if they're returned, because people are a lot more likely to return a dog or cat if there's a reward. Don't put how much. Just put reward if returned. And then if they get returned to you, you can choose, you know, if the person seems legit, you know, here's $100, here's that, whatever. You don't have to actually say like $1,000 if returned. Nope. Reward on return. But yeah, you can put so much information on there. And one of the problems, it's a good problem, I have to constantly check to make sure before I share his photo anywhere that he does not have the dog tag in clear view, because it is that easy to read. Let me see if I can find one of the backside, because the backside doesn't have... Oh yeah, here. Here's a photo of him looking so cute. And I shared this picture online. Do you see how I had to black out? Because look at that. So like, this is great, because imagine that you can't catch the animal that's loose. Imagine that you're just able to get a photo of them. The fact that I could like zoom in, so that, you know, requires low purine diet, requires medication daily. Then these are our phone numbers. And like I said, our main phone number on the front is even bigger. I love these dog tags. Love them. And they're really cute, and they look like little licenses. Like, how freaking adorable. Like here he is just sitting in the bed. Like, look at how cute he looks. Like, you can make stuff out. And that to me is worth like the $25, especially because that's how much regular dog tags cost. And then you just have to, like, we've had to replace his just because like it cracked at one point. Not because of anything on their fault, like, and yeah, we just had to pay the shipping. He's so cute. He's such a stinker. He's such a butt. But he's our butt, you know? Like, he's our butt. And also, all of part of the proceeds, not all of them, part of the proceeds go to animal shelters, to rescue dogs. So that's why they're called Tags for Hope. I forget how much of it, like what the percentage is, but yeah. And then they started selling like collars and harnesses and leashes. By the way, ads are about to start. So I guess it's been an hour, so we'll take a quick break. And then we'll come back. But yeah, they have like such cute stuff. All right. We'll take a quick break, by the way. Here's, I'm just going to cure it again, but here's how we're looking right now. Delicious. And when we get back, we will do another mini. I don't know which one. I don't know what they are. I have 2 more here that are not unwrapped. So we'll just pick one and we'll make it. And I'll be right back. Okay, let's do some words. Whoosh.
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh, ugh.
Say no to ads, kids.
Nicely done. We have like 20 seconds left. So I'm going to come over here and ask Theron, what color paper star would you like? I'm going to guess blue, but you might surprise me. Also, is there one follower out there? We have one follower left that we need. Oh where can their last follower be? Yum. This would make me very sick, but I'd eat it. Yeah, we actually, so we reached our goal on Friday, and then we had someone unfollow, which is fine because they were being trolls. They like just kept spamming emotes and making, like, telling chat to make a snake, and it was something else. And I was like, you know, we don't need to, like, it's not related to what we're doing. And evidently that upset them, that I said that that wasn't what we were doing and that we didn't need to do that right now. So they unfollowed. Which, okay. Thank you all for sitting through ads. I appreciate it. I know that they kind of stink, but it is nice because Twitch at least pays us a little bit of money for the ads, so I appreciate y'all. And it means that now that the ads are over, if you have to refresh stream or you open it up on another device, you're not going to get hit with ads for an hour. The audacity. Yeah. It was a little immature, yeah. So, also, they have like really cute. Look at these. If you don't have a seatbelt for your, like a seatbelt buckle for your dog, buy one. Literally buy one. It saved one of our dog's lives. These are great. If you look at it, it's literally a seatbelt. It clips into your car. So, and then this goes on their harness so that they don't go flying out of the car. They're fabulous. You can get them cheaper than that, but like I saw that they had like matching sets. Like you can get a whole thing. They are great. Hey, James.
Yeah.
Do you think that we should just tell them to do
Everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of, yeah.
Saren, here is your blue star. Thank you again for your resub. I appreciate the heck out of you. I can't believe, how long was it? 46 months? That's wild. That's so wild to me. Because, like, sometimes it feels like I've known you all here for forever. Because, like, that's just how it feels. Like, we all know each other. And then sometimes I'm like, wait. Yeah, we've known each other longer than that. But still, it's just wild sometimes to be like, has a harness with a seatbelt loop? Yep. Hated it. Was terrible. Car surfer who always ended up on the floor. Yeah, we at one point had a dog that we were going to adopt. It didn't work out. The dog ended up having really, ironically, really bad separation anxiety. This was at a point in time when I was working 2 jobs. James was working a job, and so we were in and out of the house a lot. And her having Coco wasn't enough. Like, she panicked when the maintenance workers came to our apartment to fix the problem and then left. And we were still in the house. Like, so she just had really bad separation anxiety. And so we talked with the shelter that we got her from, and we were like, look, you know, we're so sorry. Like, they knew us so well. But she, one time jumped out of the moving car. The window was rolled down, not even all the way. And she attempted to jump out of the car while it was moving. And thanks to her seatbelt, she couldn't, like, she hit the pavement a little bit. But not anywhere near as bad as it could have been. Like, she had some scratches, but, like, didn't get under the car, didn't run away, didn't get hit by a car. Like, and then we made sure after that we got properly fitted seatbelts so that that couldn't even, like, happen in the future. Because, like, we just had a seatbelt, but it's in crater buckled in. They're just as likely to become a projectile. Yep. Time doesn't make sense. Look at this cute watermelon bowl. That's so cute. Wait. It's a watermelon. And I bet you anything that this is going to be like the same consistency as the potting soil. And that you're going to scoop it out and put it in the bowl. And what's this? What are you? This is watermelon sorbet. With a leafy plant. Wait, Dave. Oh, they didn't even take it out of the watermelon. They mixed everything in the bowl. You mix the watermelon and the coconut cream in this bowl and then put it back in the watermelon. Or maybe you're not supposed, I don't know. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, they go this way. That's silly. Well, I don't want to mix resin in this cutie bowl. I want to keep it for something. What can I mix in? It does look cuter in the watermelon. What can I mix in? What do I have that I can just like throw away? Let's take a picture of this one too. I didn't take a picture of the halo. That's all done. Bottom to top is weird, yeah. Saved it. A medicine measuring cup. Ooh, I know. I have, I know what I got. I'll go grab it in a second. I got it for mixing resin. Because not all resin comes, like, pre-mixed. Like, some of it you have to add, like 1 part this to 1 part that. So I have little tiny mixing cups. With that purpose in mind. Okay. Let me grab one of those. I will be right back. It's right over here. It should be right over here. What the heck? Okay, well, I don't know where those little cups went, but I have something. I found a little cup. Some nudes and dino nuggies. The Tism penicillin I'm hoping fixes my tummy ache. I hope it fixes your tummy ache too. Uh-oh. Okay. Artie's not coming over here. I was like, is it... Is it cat o'clock? It shows that they cut off 2 bottom leaves. To put in there. Going home. Drive safe. This is so cute. No, not me knocking over my trash can. Okay. So that bowl gets saved. We'll use it for something else. I know. But it's fine because I'll use it. Like I said, I have that little kit that came with like a bunch of empty containers and like a bunch of different things to make whatever you want, where it like doesn't necessarily have a recipe. So anything that I ever get extra of gets saved so that I can just use it. They call them remixes, where like people take stuff and they instead make something different out of it. So I save all my extra bits. So those leaves will get used. Okay, hold on. Yep, it's very similar to the soil texture if you've ever gotten the Make It Mini plant kits. Very similar. I love this stuff. This makes me happy to play with. Like this. Yeah, that's part why I always make sure, especially with like stuff like this, that I cure it in multiple directions. Now with this, obviously I kind of can't because it's a solid bottom, but I'll just like cure it multiple times. I don't know what else. Oh, hi. Can I help you? Can I help you? Well, we're doing the math. Wow, what good math, honey. Oh. Oh. Hi. What you doing? Can you come over here? No, you're going to sit right there? Hi, come here. Oh, I love you so much. Do you know that? Hi. She's like, no, mother. I love kitty purrs. Yeah, I think I'll do some layers on the inside, like where you won't really see it. Hi. We can't do any resin work with the kitty on the desk. Because kitty tail's going to get resiny. Hi. Hello. Oh, you're just sweet, smooshy girl. Also, I don't want cat hair in my watermelon sorbet. No, thank you. No, thank you, ma'am. Do you want to sit behind me? Or you want to sit on your blanket? Yeah. I love cat hair in my sorbet. Mmm. Adds texture. Also, I know we were talking about Patch and loving him, so here. He howls at the telephone when it rings. So anytime that the telephone rings, he has to woo about it. Here he is in socks because he was chewing his feet. So he has little socks on. Little puppy socks. He also has his own puppy bed in our bedroom. Yes, it's a toddler mattress. In a toddler bed. It's actually, I saw this, I don't remember where. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, somewhere. Talking about how large dog beds are absolutely the most ridiculously priced things. Hi. Like if you go to PetSmart to get like a large dog bed, like say for a Great Dane or any large breed dog, they're going to be upwards of like $80. You know what's not $80? You know what's also waterproof? Unless your dog is a jerk like mine and digs in it. Toddler mattresses. Toddler mattresses are $20. And you can buy sheets for a toddler mattress. And then you can wash the sheets when they get dirty because pets have accidents or get dirt on their feet or poop or whatever. So you can buy multiple sheets and just swap them out. We got a $20. He has his bed on top of the bed because he kept digging and he made like a hole. But he has a a toddler mattress, $20. And we found on Facebook Marketplace someone was selling their old toddler bed frame. We got that for like $40. So we got the whole kit and caboodle for him for $60. Like I said, that is far cheaper than anything that you can get for a large dog. And he loves it. Can you stop scratching your face so much? Yeah, look at, like, and it's big. It's big enough. Your Roddy sleeps on a toddler mattress. It's brilliant. It's genius. It's so much better. And yeah, we just have, like I said, sheets that go on it, and we change them. How are you doing, Susan? He's precious. Are you done? Hi. What do you see outside? That's so sweet. Budgeting your home move? Oof. Panicking a little? Oh no. Stop scratching your face, girly pop. I'm hanging in there. Trying to decide what we want to do with the vet tomorrow. Patch is going to get his anal glands expressed. And he's like not getting dinner tonight. Well, he just got dinner, I should say. And like the whole plan is that he will be ready if he needs to be sedated to have it done. And there's a part of me that's like, we should just sedate him and have the, because one of the things that we want done is like imaging, because he has a lot of lumps and bumps on him at this point, like a lot. And I don't know, there's a part of me that fears that there are lumps and bumps on the inside too, and that might be why he's having these accidents. And so I'm like, I'm debating, James even was like, yeah, maybe we do. Like if we should just have it all done just so that we know. Like it'll be expensive, but then we know like if he's got any other issues. So yeah, sedation, scans, butts, like, oh God, I almost said butt stuff. Expressing his anal glands is what they need to do. They're not doing butt stuff to my dog. Oh my God. Are you biting me? Why did you bite my head? Did you see her? Did anyone clip that? Ma'am. Can you do it again? What was that? You just like bit my hair. She just went chomp. Chomp. No, you won't do it now that the camera's big? She's like, I know better than that. I don't think our vet's still there. I think they close at 5. Oh, they're open still. Okay, I'll call them then after stream. They'll be open. Wait, let me see. Yeah, there she is, just biting my hair. Which is also good because I'm pretty sure that you clipped it far enough back that you got me saying doing butt stuff. Yep. You got me saying doing butt stuff to my dog as well. So, excellent. Hi, can you... What a stinker. I think it would be like less stressful for everyone too if he was just sedated. I don't know. Thank you, Saren. Artie was keeping me in line. Listen, I would always rather have multiple clips than none at all, so I appreciate it. Shall we lie you down again, chat? Hang on. Hang on. There we go. Fabulous. Maybe... Do you think I should, like, mix it in here and just cure it in there, too? I feel like this is going to be really hard to get out of. Like... Should we just do like that? And then a little bit of this and then mix it? That might be the best way. Let's try it. Oh, you can see it. That's my hand. No worries, we'll be here. Yeah, so I'll probably call our vet after stream and just be like, hi. Can we just... It's every time that we pay part of that care credit bill down that we get whacked with another one. You know? Every time. So sleepy, it's so itchy. The expenses never end, ever. Nope. Alright, let's cure this. And then we'll mix more. But that does make more sense, doesn't it? Because, like, what happens if we have, like, his anal glands expressed and it doesn't fix the problem? Now we have to bring him back for another appointment and, like, have it done. Yeah. Alright. Maybe I just need to make this bigger. Surely someone wants to follow. Unfollow and follow if it helps. Thanks. There. couples therapy with spouse tonight, and I'm anxious. It's been a lot of energy lately, and I have almost no energy right now. I think going into the session, you should mention that then. Like, just mention that to you, you're feeling very low energy, that, you know, you're still here, you're still wanting to do this, that you're just very low energy, and that it might be, you might just be a little bit, it might be less productive than usual. Present but sick and exhausted, absolutely. Like, present in here, ready to be here and trying, but like, gosh darn if I'm not absolutely pooped. Cause like, been there. And trust me, like, your therapist will understand. And hopefully your partner will too. And if not, your therapist can help your partner understand. Yeah, that's dry. So let's add Artie. Be gentle. Hey. I know your face itches. I don't know why, but stop scratching it so damn hard. I gotta do it this way. Awkward, but that's okay. And if therapist doesn't understand time to change therapists. Truly. How on earth is this much supposed to make that swirl? Artie. Hey, ma'am. Oh, you're gonna be having the cone back on you, girl. Hey, I'm gonna put the cone on you. Knock it off. Oh, you want your food? I can give you that. Hold on. I got you. There you go. Oh, crud. I didn't... Nailed it. Just in time. Well, the biting my hair thing is attention. That's her being like, pet me. She'll bite when she wants you to look. Or like, pay attention to her. I mean, it's not impossible. She's had to have teeth removed before in the past. Smoothie got an egg. She also gets, like, she gets acne. And it itches. So, yeah. Oh, so if you go... I actually was just checking on my egg. If you scroll down below my stream, okay, down here to like the Pokemon, you can make one of the eggs your buddy by clicking on it and clicking the heart. You can't see that. That's the wrong thing too. So you can click on the egg and then click on the heart, and that makes it your buddy. And so I have to catch 3 Pokemon under 400 BST to hatch the egg. So it'll tell you what you need to do. And if you do it, then the egg will hatch and you'll find out what Pokemon it is. You're welcome. Stop that. Okay. Last little bit. Whatever. Blob. Oh, so trading is if you have like duplicates of Pokemon. Hang on. Let's do name. Okay. So a lot of times you'll end up catching more than one Pokemon. Like, look, I've got 3 Amphiroses. I don't need that many. So I can click on one, and I can scroll all the way down, and I can say trade. And if I say trade, I'll say Wonder Trade, and it gets traded away. Bye-bye. And I got a Shuckle back in return from this person. Or caught by the Mod Father. So you basically like will get a random Pokemon back. You're not going to show me the Pokemon I just got? That's kind of rude. I don't know. You can try unfavoriting it and then refavoriting and see if you get a different one. I don't know if that works. See if you get like a different... That's too much. Hang on, we're gonna... You're welcome. No worries, welcome back. You have the watermelon one? It's cute. I definitely recommend like curing the bottom. Like curing in layers. So that, because it's thick. So it's not going to reach all the way down there. If you don't. Yeah, it would not work without layers. I also feel like it could use more of the mix, but what do I know? Like the clay stuff. Should I put... It comes with like 2 spoons. It comes with this spoon and it comes with this big mixing spoon. Well, that looks good. Should I stick the spoon in it? Like that? Yeah. I feel like the big spoon is too big. There's a tiny little bit of resin right there that I don't want showing. Okay. Get in there! Big pink spoon would also be invisible, yeah. I'll save the big pink spoon for another mini. I also did the Halo earlier. I don't know if you saw that one, Shiz. There's a spot that I missed with resin, but it's fine. Yeah. There's a spot right there that doesn't have resin. It doesn't matter.
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh, ugh.
Smoothie time! Thank you so much for that first time sub with your Prime. I appreciate you using that here. I know you only get one of those a month, and choosing to use it here is so sweet. I hope that you enjoy your emotes, your ad-free viewing, and of course, your ability to scream. If you're wondering, you can now scream anywhere you go. Congratulations. Also, you get to pick a paper star to add to our jar for the first time. What color would you like? We've got all of them. I have a whole thing. There's so many. Give me a color. I even have black. A star jar. Yeah. Welcome. Welcome to my jar. My friends need to be punished. That's the vibe this gives me sometimes, like Lilo with her friends in a jar. Everyone who subs gets to pick whatever color they want for a paper star. I add their name, and then we fold it up and we stick it in the jar. And the silver, or the gold ones rather, are for raids. And so this is our jar so far for the year. So what color would you like? The hot pink one? You got it. Hot pink. Nope. Hot pink. Woo. I got a jar of dirt vibes. I got a jar of stars. Yeah, it honestly, when I'm like, yeah, look at everyone's in this jar for the whole year. And like, I just want to like close it and be like, my friends need to be punished and shake it. Because that's what Lilo does. She's got all the girls as like spoons and pickle juice. Hot pink. Let's add you. Smoothie time official. And I'll put first time sub heart. There we go. Boop. Let's fold you up. I hope you stretched. You're about to be folded. Oh, God. Welcome to my jar. Thanks, After Happy. My friends need to be punished. Just that bit on repeat. So good. If you want to put Pippin away, take Patch out because he's like...
Yeah, I was gonna go in there.
Okay, I just didn't know if he had to go out because he ate. Okay, bye. Oh, yes. 1000%. Especially aside, like, AFAB autism. Like, you know, able to communicate with adults, able to, like, hold conversations, but also, when overstimulated, bites and punches the girl who was bullying her. You know, she's what, like 6 to 8 years old? Yeah, in Lilo and Stitch, Lilo has a jar at one point. It's a pickle jar. Let me... Hold on. Hang on. I'm hoping that it has closed captions. But if not, I know this movie well enough. Okay? So here she is. Okay? And he's like, what are you... Practical voodoo. Picks them all up, shoves them in a pickle jar with juice, screws the lid on, and shakes it. Makes eye contact and says, my friends need to be punished in the most deadpan... Hold on.
My friends need to be punished.
My friends need to be punished. And that's just when I've got everyone's name in here, all folded up, you know, with little wish stars. It just... My friends need to be punished. It gives that same vibe. Like, yeah, for context, that's the social worker visiting. And yeah, this is Cobra Bubbles. And he's there to make sure, you know, that Lilo is properly being, you know, taken care of. That's her sister, Nani. If you've never seen Lilo and Stitch, go watch it now. Go watch it right now. Well, as soon as stream's over. Fantastic movie. 10 out of 10 recommend. Her sister is her guardian after her parents passed away. In a car ride. Because of a bad storm, which is why she has to feed Pudge the fish a sandwich, because Pudge controls the weather. You never have seen it? Oh my god, it's so good. It is so unbelievably good. And like, her sister is doing her best to raise her. Social worker now is like checking on them. Sister's got to be, what, like 21, 22, very young. And they're struggling. You know, they're struggling as figuring out how to be sisters and how to be a mom-daughter now and like how to be anything. And so, Stitch is an alien. He's an experiment that escapes. I'm not going to give away all of it because go watch it. But just like the premise. And he is like plummeting towards Earth. And Lilo is like, a shooting star, I call it, and shoves Nani out of the room. And Nani pokes her head back in and hears Lilo wish for a friend. She's like, maybe an angel, the nicest one you've got. Because again, Lilo is autistic. Like, let's just, she really is, and she's struggling. And so Nani is like, well, let's take it. We'll go to the pet shelter and we'll adopt a dog. Dog's a great friend for a kid who's wishing to have the nicest friend ever. And Stitch was brought into the shelter after crashing and being found. And basically, Lilo walks in alone and finds Stitch. And she's like, hi. And Stitch does this like, hi kind of thing. And she's like, this is the one. Nani, no one else is around. And she's like, this dog can talk. Who doesn't want a talking dog? And it's the whole journey that they go on where Stitch was originally just running away. And he learns what it means to be a family. And he learns what it means to not be left behind, to be loved. And, you know, at the end of it, you know, basically, it's just so good. It's just so good. The music is beautiful. One of my favorite, when was Lilo and Stitch? When did it come out? God. 15 years ago. At least. Came out in 2002. And one of my favorite things, this was before Disney got really big about making sure that it got proper representation, like, of cultures and things like that. Like, this is when it started to change. They literally flew the entire Hawaiian Children's Choir to California to record the music. Like, it's that good. It is so good. It is so good. I don't I don't know if like we can all watch, like if y'all have Disney Plus kind of thing, like I don't know how Discord movies work, cuz I would totally play it and we could all watch it together because oh my god. One of my top favorite Disney movies. And the fun thing with the one that's coming out now, like the live action, is that the same guy, the director of the movie, does Stitch's voice. And he does the voice in the live action too. Yeah, before media cared about autism and cross-dressing representation, yeah. Lilo also has some special interests. You know, just like a lot of typical autistic individuals. Hers is photographing tourists on the beach, particularly the overweight ones. And she's like, aren't they beautiful? And Nani's like what a weird. She loves Elvis. How to get that to happen? Yeah. The guy who never gets to eat his ice cream, I know. Yeah, you know what, actually? I remember this now. It came out in 2002. They had to change one of the scenes in Lilo and Stitch because originally they fly through. I don't want to, again, give away any kind of like spoilers since we're encouraging you all to watch it. But they fly through at one point like mountainous regions of Hawaii, and originally they were going to be flying through, because I guess there's also like cities in Hawaii, and that was part of like what they were trying to show, is that Hawaii has so many different sides to it that aren't there. But it was right after 9/11, and they didn't want planes flying through a city in a movie, in a children's movie. So they had to reanimate a section of the movie to change it so that they were flying through nature instead. Yeah, fun fact. Maybe not fun fact. How the photographing ones, because it's a nod to how tourists often take unsolicited photos of native people. Yeah. But I also love the fact that, like, again, you know, it's animation. But Lilo is like, she thinks they're beautiful. She thinks that they're amazing. Like, what she's like, she sits there and she's like, aren't they beautiful? And like, Nani's like, I don't. But, like, doesn't discourage her, constantly buys her film and takes it to be developed. Like, she encourages this, even though she doesn't understand it. It does, but I think that, I mean, Hawaii's islands are all very close to each other. So in that scene, my mind was always like, they could have flown across multiple islands, like, easily. Because, again, they're all, when you think about the kinds of plane, like, what is being flown, like, it would make sense. But yeah, like, Lilo herself definitely doesn't live on a very populated island. There is the dryer scene that also got changed on Disney Plus. Yeah, in the movie, originally, Lilo at one point climbs into a dryer and closes the door most of the way, like she's playing a trick, and slams the door so it sounds like she left, but she's hiding in the dryer. And they changed it because they didn't want to encourage kids to hide in dryers, which obviously could end badly. So they edited it on Disney Plus, and instead she crawls into a cardboard box that looks like a dryer. It's the stupidest thing I have ever seen. Hold on. It's so bad. Okay? I can't zoom in. Oh, hold on. Here's the original. She climbs into the... Oh, yeah, no, that's right. I'm sorry. Nani kicks the door to make it sound like she left and waits for Lilo to climb out of the dryer. And in this one, it's a table with a pizza box cover. That she's hiding in, like a fort. So Disney Plus changed it because they didn't want to encourage kids. Because hiding it, like, dryers will lock behind you. Like, you, unless you have like a newer dryer, if you're inside, you can't get out. So dumb. Yeah, there were a lot of choices that could have been made in that scene, and that was just a silly one, if you ask me. Like, they didn't want... So, yeah, it's such a good movie, though. I highly recommend you all watch it. Cabinet something. Yeah. Especially because then later in the movie, at like the end, this is in credits. In the credits, Stitch is helping do laundry. And he puts one of Nani's bathing suits, like bra tops on, as like a... And he pretends he's a superhero. But look, the dryer's back. For this scene. It's the magical dryer. It appears when it needs to. Anywho, here's our watermelon sorbet. Yum. Kids won't notice that, yeah. And now she's in a pizza oven. Yeah, watch it. Let me know what you all think. It's one of my favorite movies, if you can't tell. It's one of my favorites. It's just so beautifully done. It's beautifully animated. Like you said, the music is great. The story is great. It's gonna get you right in the feels. Like, holy moly. It's just so sweet. So, definitely recommend. Good for the whole family. Good for just adults. Doesn't matter. Like, it's not a... It doesn't matter. The TV series is good. It's very cute. There's a couple of other movies, too. They're good. It's Disney. I don't know if it's Disney Pixar. I know that, like, it's on Disney Plus. I don't think that it's... I think that it's just Disney. The Stitch TV series, all the experiments, yeah. Yeah, it's a Walt Disney feature film. The best was, like, the ads for it back in the day. Stitch basically, like, went and invaded other movies. And, like, the whole joke was, like, go get your own movie. And then it was, like, Lilo and Stitch coming to cinema soon. And it was so funny. Like, this was the movie poster, like all these other Disney classics. The sandwich bag experiment. Yeah, really good. Really good. I'm actually, like, I'm cautiously hopeful for the live action. Simply because the little girl that they cast as Lilo seems to understand exactly who Lilo is. And because of that, I'm nervous, but I'm hopeful. You know, like, it could be really good. Of course, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Thank you for the subs and the bits. We're still one follow away. But we're going to go on a raid. Because I have to go and call... Hi, Mom. We're literally just wrapping up. I got to go call the vet about tomorrow. And, yeah. Live action is that Jumba and Pleakley are human. They have a cloaking device, but what I'm saying... Hello? Smoothie time, thank you. Your name's gonna get put on some rocks for our tree. I know that sounds really weird, but we have to get stones to put around the tree for, like, the garden bed. Like, that's what the rest of this donation goal is going for. So, you will get your name... Smoothie time official on a stone that's going to be put around the tree. I just saw that today, Shiz. I saved it. Mom, we were just talking about the movie Lilo and Stitch. What do you think of that movie? I feel like Mom watched that one a lot with us. Thank you all. Yeah, I'll keep you informed about Patch and all of that. Yeah, I just saved it. So, Nani has a boy who they're both kind of crushing on each other. And Lilo says, "Don't worry, she likes your butt and fancy hair. I know, I read your diary." And his response was, "She thinks it's fancy?" So I love the fact that he's surprised about the hair. Like, he knows his ass is fine, but the hair was the surprise. Like, he knows his butt is good. But she thinks it's fancy? Damn right he does. Oh, anyway, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for spending time with me today. I hope I had a crush on him too. He has the voice actor is got a gorgeous voice. I feel like certain voice actors make characters like crush worthy, if that makes sense. Like you have a crush on the sound of the character. Either that or he doesn't want to discuss his butt with a 5-year-old. Because like Aladdin, I always thought, well, I mean, Aladdin's voice and his singing voice to me was just, I was always like, oh, he's, what a crush-worthy cartoon. You know? Completely changed by their voice. Absolutely. Yeah, you don't have, like, the right voice cast, and you don't have the right character anymore. Aladdin. All right, I'm going to go so I can make dinner because I have to cook dinner tonight. Thank you all again for being here. Let's play our Chanpo. We need to do a Hear Me Out cake, a digital one, a virtual Hear Me Out cake. I'm saying that would be amazing. Hear me out. All right, let's go say hi to Amanda. They rated us the other day. If you're not already following Play in the Mud, they're fabulous. They're wheel thrower. They do hand building, ceramics. There's cats there too. So let's go say hi. She's super sweet. I think you all will love her. And I will see you tomorrow. Come join the Discord if you're not already there and you would like to be. And have a really great rest of your time zone, friends. I'll see you all tomorrow. And I'll let you know in the Discord if anything changes, but we shouldn't. Anywho, goodbye!